Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, LSP Spectrar here in Wayward Terran Frontier. Welcome to the new 0.9 home station. I'm going to give you just kind of a brief rundown of basic navigation and kind of help you get oriented with the new station. I won't be able to show you all of its features as I haven't gotten far enough in the update to show all the features, so watch out for a video in the future, possibly when I get to that point. But as you can see, we have a new cloning animation, which is really cool. I really love it. But we can come out here and you have your new hub of an area where you have all the main things you could possibly ever need. Don't know quite what this station is for, but it might be used in the future for mining or other such purposes, which I will obviously show again when I can show the full capacity of this station. But again, this is a basic rundown. We got our bar just like normal. It looks about the same too. We have one of many logistics centers, as you'll see soon, but we have one just right here at the main hub, which I think is nice to have so we don't have to travel too far if we want to just do some basic logistics looking without having to travel around the station. We got the loo, that's always important. We have a large cargo area because cargo has now become much more, station cargo has become much more of a thing as the station is becoming much more of a utility that can be used. And this is an interesting little thing. We have a trade shop. I don't know a lot about this, but we have, you know, these kind of things, which is interesting. We can buy back our equipment and sell stuff to it. It's interesting. I'm excited to learn more about this. But this is another big reason why the station is now becoming a little more utilitarian. So this is kind of the main area. You'll see this new module that we've never seen before, and it's kind of like your inner station teleportation kind of system. Beforehand, we had those those pads, kind of in a trio where you'd go over and hit F, and it would immediately teleport you over there. Now you come to this, you got a walking area over here, walking path in the middle, hit F, and you have the station overview. On the left, we have all these things leveled out. You got your tavern, mag rail station, I guess that's the official term for the module, crew outfitter, which, you know, we've never used before, which I guess is technically the shop, so I guess it allows us to outfit crew members, which we'll find out more. You got all your cargo bays, and you got more macro stations. Now you see me moving this around, and you may have gotten to this point and not be able to figure it out. It took me a minute. You hold your right click button, and you can move around the map. The movement is a little bit strange, but you'll get used to it pretty quickly. It's not too bad. But as you can see, we are up here in this main hub area. Over here is farming with a rail station. And you got this in between, which is, you know, just kind of cool, filling out the station area. But down here, you got your more logistics station. So first, we're going to travel down to the farm area. Oops. As you can see, we have a bigger area to work with. More of it mined out, which I think is nice. Or at least to me, it feels like more of it's mined out. We still have all of this storage area, and we still have plenty of space past it to mine out our areas for farming. Did I say mining area? I meant farming area. I'm sorry, guys. This is the farming area, not mining area, but you can mine out this area for farming. And it's pretty similar. It feels like there's more room, but I may just be imagining that. You still have your cargo areas in here to store things you have farmed out and such. Actually, now I'm curious. I think you can. Nope, you can't walk over to that right now. But we have that area. Oops. See, I tried to use left click there. Just right click, and you just click on that icon to go there. You can also click on the icons on the left and go to that mag rail station as well. But this is the new logistics area. As you can see, if I scroll out, it is huge. we have, what is it? Let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 docking stations now. It is huge. And there's logistics centers everywhere, as well as large cargo areas for offloading cargo off your ships. It feels much more like a little mini spaceport for yourself, which is cool. And at any point, at almost any of the docking stations, you can quickly get to a logistics center without having to travel very far. I think that's a very awesome quality of life deal. Now we enter the logistics screen, and it's practically the same, except now you're not centered around here. All your ships are now centered more around here. If we go into spawn ship, we have a similar deal, except now we can organize, I guess that's the best word, I was trying to think of a better one, ships by tier, and you can see what the different tiers kind of mean and what their order are. Now, I have personally only ever seen up to this. I've never even seen these icons before, so it's kind of cool to be able to see these larger ships and allow you to see what classification your ship that you've been using actually sits in, and of course you can go to all. This menu is still the same. You get your icon next to your Dragonfly. The biggest thing now is that we now have to have resources to build our ship. So if I click on this one, you'll notice that we have 8,000.2 or 8.2 thousand iron ore stored. And this ship requires 674. If I click over to this one, you can see that required is updated to 1.4 thousand required to make it. And when you salvage a ship, you do get some back. It does not appear like you get the full value back. It is a reduced price. So it's not just free resources to make a ship and then salvage it. There is diminishing returns after building a ship. And I can kind of demonstrate that here. We see 674, so we build that. We get a cool new animation of a bunch of building repair drones come out, build our ship for us. We get to see it kind of take on its shape. They'll go away, and then it goes to the dock. Now if I click on it, that's kind of cool. You get the nice lights to see what it is. But you got, this menu is changed up a little bit. So before I scrap it, we still have the restock ammo. We can provision the ship by buying stuff from our shop and putting it into it. Again, this section will fill out probably more as the game goes on. We don't know a lot about it right now. Unload cargo, so we can take the cargo from the ship and unload it straight into our storage inside our station. That is so cool. I love that. So for mining, that is going to be a huge quality of life situation where we go out and mine, and we don't have to go back and forth from our ship to our storage to store under our ship. We can just unload all cargo, and it's pretty accessible. We got the classic repair, and then we got scrap. So we're at what, 675. We got 438 iron ore back. So as you can see, I lost about 200. Yeah, 200 iron ore. So there are diminishing returns for doing that. It is no longer just free, which I think is a good thing for the in-game economy, and is realistic. When scrapping something, you're not going to get 100% returns on what it is you're making or not making. And a nice thing is we can, or I guess, sort our ships either by name, like it typically, which if you know all the names of the ship, I guess is really useful. And then by mass, which is more of kind of closer to the tier ranking you would see with these. And then obviously you have your more refined sorting up here by ship type, or ship tier, I should say, not type. But let's get out of this and close that. Capacity is still kind of a thing, it seems like, though I'm not sure. It seems like you have to have a certain capacity requirement at your station still to be able to build certain class of ships, as well as the required materials. So that's kind of a interesting combo. But I still love the fact that everything is very accessible immediately when you come out of a ship. The longest trek you're going to have is from a port up to your rail station. Now we can come into here in these little sub rooms that you've been seeing next to everything, and it's basically this, seems like it's the same thing. Actually I haven't tried this yet. Yep, it's like it's a part of the mag rail station. This one's just disconnected a little bit for some reason. I don't really know why. I guess because it's got this little side outcropping where we would normally have a hallway, so it's just filled in with dirt. But this is still a part of this, seems to be part of the same railway station terminal, so to speak. So if I come out here, yeah, it's pointing to this as being the crew outfitter, which I'm not really sure about. Actually, while we're here, let's go to the farming area, because we can come out here and take a look at the little in-between, where's the entrance here? The little in-between area between the different rail stations that you don't typically see very often. In case you don't really want to walk it, I'll walk it for you. I'd still see these giant turret-like things and think maybe in the future we'll have guns on this station. But it almost seems to be more of an aesthetic thing for this being an old station that we're kind of re-putting together, and maybe those guns were required or needed sometime in the past. A big energy area. Look, there's even a beam emitter. Kind of interesting. Maybe we'll see something in the future or a future update that utilizes weapons on the station or something like that. But you can assume this being our power area, even though there's no conduits. A little extension of the power area. This little weird zigzaggy hallway where we got a bunch of capacitors that have more of a less utilitarian look and more of a, you know, like I said before, aesthetic look to it to make it feel like a station, even though you don't come down here. Another large turret. And then we're down to the logistics center. And that is the basic kind of new layout of the station. I'm curious to know what you guys think of the new layout. Does it feel better to you? It feels a whole lot better to me. It feels more usable and more like I can get to everything I need easier and quicker without it feeling like it's almost a chore to have to walk to everything. I know some of the other stations have changed too. It doesn't look like they've changed a lot, but I will do, when I get to that point, I'll do a video on, if it seems like it's necessary, a video on navigating the other in the world stations, like the different commerce stations and stuff like that. But it seems like they all kind of have possibly a type of terminal, almost subway looking type system for them, possibly with the addition of some kind of mining faction on some of them, or a completely separate mining faction station that we'll be able to explore in the future, or you'll be able to explore on your own. Other than that, the nice thing is it doesn't feel like it's a massive change where everything's completely different and we have no idea how to use it now. It's more of everything feels like it's been more streamlined with some quality of life changes, and then some additions to make the station an actual usable station and feel like a station that is for your benefit and that you can fully utilize as kind of a home base of operations, rather than just a place you have to spawn and build your ship, which is kind of what it felt like beforehand. So I'm excited about that. Excited about the fact that farming is going to become more useful in our station. Being able to use and go to this area with more of a purpose now in the future. So let me know what you think. And I will be on the lookout for a future video that updates any changes that happen to this station as we unlock things going through the campaign. When it feels like there's been enough unlocked, I'll be doing another video kind of going through this. But again, let me know what you guys think of the new station for 0.9. And I don't know, what would you like to see changed possibly in the future, in case a dev comes across this video and looks in the comments. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.